Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will be harvesting from our summer garden. I recorded this video last week, but I didn't have the time to edit it because I'm also at the same time processing all our produce and canning. And we got a pressure canner, so I'm trying to learn how to pressure can our produce. This is our greenhouse and we have a few tomatoes which we can harvest, and I already processed some of it. And we are harvesting some of the cucumbers for this season. I think they're slowly finished because it's almost end of August. During July, we harvested a lot of cucumbers. I fermented cucumbers. I could also pickle, and we had cucumber salad almost every day for lunch. This year, we planted a different variety of eggplant, and we already harvested one such eggplant beginning of August, just before we went on holiday. We wanted a change because it was a really rainy summer between mid of July till August, and during that time we were not so often in the garden because it was raining constantly. As I'm recording this voiceover, it's the same scenario. It has been raining continuously for the past 3 days. This one is our carrot patch. We also planted a second cucumber plant outside. This one is the curry plant fruit. When you eat this fruit, it's actually quite sweet. And some time back we let them fall off and we got a few more new curry plants. We are harvesting some more of these tomatoes inside the greenhouse. I have made some salsa and bread spread with the tomatoes so far, and I'm still waiting for the bigger harvest. Due to the rainy weather in July and early August, the tomatoes are a little bit late in the season. Here we are harvesting some of the green chilies we planted. We could also harvest some of this jalapeno peppers. It's not so much of an yield, but it's just enough to make a couple of bottles of salsa. We had this chili plant in our home throughout the winter, and then we planted it in the greenhouse in spring. And these are the salad tomatoes. We have a lot of them. On the roof of this greenhouse, we have a wasp nest. This wasp nest is there since a couple of years, and I thought they actually do not make their nest again in the same place, but it seems they've returned back. Since we were away, we had neglected the garden, and now we are also trying to clear up some of this so that we can get through to the other parts of our garden. This is our front yard. You saw us planting a variety of vegetables in the new vegetable patch. And we also have some summer flowers. We planted this in a pot, but we will be transferring it because these are perennials. And this one here is the aronia berries. We have a lot of pawpaw coming this year, and the branches are really down because of the weight of the fruits, so we tied them up to the stem so they can hold it a little bit better. It is a little too early to harvest them. They will be ready by end of September. I also had a good harvest of roses. I have made a few recipes with it. We'll link it below in the description box. Now this has been a big surprise. When we got this banana tree, the garden center actually said it would fruit, and it has started to flower for the first time. This one is our neighbor's fig tree. He has it since 15 years but planted it a couple of years back. We will be harvesting some beetroots. This one is a white variety of beetroot. I also cook this stem and these leaves from beetroot. It makes a nice additional side dish. We were very mindful planting vegetables, so we have a variety this season. This one here is celery. It is not too much, but it's just enough for the coming months. And this one here is leek. We harvested a little bit of each, but not everything. We want to wait till it gets cooler so we can use them in soups. And this one here is some more beetroot. And we have one Savoy cabbage, and right behind is a lot of carrots. All these will be harvested at a later date because they do store well. And we have a lot of elderberries. You will see us harvesting a few buckets of elderberries. This is our second harvest. I harvested a lot more before we went on vacation. And I made an elderberry compote, then I made an elderberry jam and a lot of elderberry cold and flu syrup. I will link all those videos also below in the description box. Now let's move on to the front yard for harvesting some vegetables. This one here is the patty pan squash. This is similar like a pumpkin. And once they are peeled, they are so sweet. I just cooked them with some tomatoes, a little bit of basil and pepper in olive oil, and they taste really the best that way. And you can taste the vegetable as such. We have a lot of them this year. I have stored a few of them in the cellar. I'm planning to can a little bit of them. I got a pressure canner, so I will be trying to can some of them. And here we had a little bit of a disappointment with the sweet corn because the mice had already taken these plants with the root, and we could only salvage a couple of them. And I hope next year we can rectify this. This was our harvest for this day. Luckily, on that day, it was a really hot and sunny day, and we could do a little bit more than usual. With this, I end my video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.